Greetings, survivors. I have good news. The mod launcher now finally hmm, even error there. It's finally the big cities. It's not even mod launcher. It's more the way the things that he worked for my modlet. So big cities is finally working. If you had that installed before and it wasn't working, you might need to delete a directory. Um, it's called, you go into Alpha 17. So let's remove here. So this is latest experimental. You go to Alpha 17 and then there is GitLab mods here. Okay. If your stuff isn't working, um, if you've had installed big cities before and it isn't working, remove this directory, install it again, and it should work. So if I come here back to latest experimental, go into mods, then there's big cities here, and the roads, and in each road, this is Velini, the one that I'm using. Now the file size are all correct. You can see the images, the preview image, for example. So that's all installed, and I have tested. You can start a new game using these roads. So big cities, it's not working. If you want to play on the same world I'm using, it's called Velini Territory. Just install the modlet, big cities, and go ahead. Now, um, when I stopped the game, I think it was, pretty sure it was afternoon of day 58, which is Horde Night. And most of the stuff I wanted to have done for this Horde Night is ready. Um, I mean, there's a lot more that I want to do, but uh, I have to play with how much time I have. I have that blade trap. It's a reinforced serrated blade trap, and I I need to wire it up. The blade trap is there, but I had removed the generator, and I have the generator is not anywhere, and I need to place a generator, wire it up to that blade trap, set some sort of switch, something that will fight zombies. um, so we're going to do that. But I decided since SDX mods are not working, as we saw in the last episode, I'm going to install something special, which is called Remote Switch. Now, this here is the 7 Days to Die forum. You can go to the 7 Days to Die site, and it has a link to the forum, and you can come to the forum. And there is this whole, if you go to the forums, to the top of the forums, it's divided, so PC, console, general. On PC, there is game modification. On game modification, mods, discussion requirement, tools, SDX, prefabs, tutorial and guides. So if you want, for example, to install some interesting prefabs, you can grab them from here. It might be easier to just install Compo Pack, but you might want something specific, um, something that is not on Compo Pack, for example. But we are going back to mods, and I mean, there is a mod list here. Um, there's a ton of stuff. There's a ton of stuff. Most of the people who write modlets post them here. Here's the sorcery modlet, um, SMX modlet center. Um, like everything, everything. Um, it's easier in my, well, you can download this and install, and for models in particular, they're pretty easy to install. But generally speaking, I think the mod launcher is easier. But there is this specific mod here. I want to, and it's that on this mods forum. Um, there's some explanation about it, something about needing remote switch 2, something about a bundled block class list in the block switch XML with bundled blocks. You can add blocks to that, etc. And there's something here. So this post is from 2017, so that was alpha 16, not 17. But the post was updated in December, late December 2018. It's now alpha 17. So if you see a mod, make sure it says it's for alpha 17. And at that, mods for alpha 17.1 might not work on alpha 17.2 and vice versa. Now, there is the download link. It brings to this site here, the Mediafire. Beware not to click on stuff that is might install adware or malware. Um, you just click on the download link and it opens a page saying, oh, your Chrome protection must be, close that page, just do the download. So I have it downloaded. Um, and this is an RAR file. You might not be able to uncompress this file with plain Windows. I use something called IZArc um, as to uncompress most of my stuff. So I'm gonna just extract this here, and it's going to downloads. There it is. So remote switch. Um, scripts. This is the SDX part. Now, that's the main difference between SDX isn't hard if you were just want to apply other people's stuff and that other people's stuff does not conflict with each other. SDX is not hard. There is like a tutorial about SDX, using SDX to install I don't know what. It's like 30 seconds, most of them downloading stuff. But the mod launcher now does the SDX step for you. I think that's a big advantage. You see there is no mod info file here. That's important. There is here the blocks file. Just a block called remote switch. The items file, a remote switch tool. And finally recipes. The recipes for both. Pretty cheap. One uses a switch, the other uses a range. They are not learnable, so there's nothing to it. Now, my list of things to do. Going back here, I'm going to copy this directory. And then I'm going to the mod launcher and here the latest experimental. Gonna enter the mods directory. It has to go here inside mods directory. Gonna paste it here. All right. Now there's no mod info. I'm not sure 7 Days to Die will load this. There is a mod XML file, and this one is for is used by SDX. So the SDX recognizes that file, and I think SDX creates a mod info file out of it. Created by 308. So what we're going to do now is just come here, play mod, and we are going to see if that's going to work. So I see you in a little bit. All right, as it turns out, no mod info, so remote switch was not loaded. I'm going to create a mod info file then for remote switch. Paste this here, and then gonna edit it. And the name is going to be remote switch with a space, description, remote switches for Alpha 17, I suppose. Remote switches. The author is 308, as we saw. And version, was there any version there? There is a version. There's a game version which I find interesting. So the version is this. There is no site. Oh, there is description here. Remote switch, link, switch, not block, and switch to. Oh, gonna. The thing is, this description is used on the mod launcher, so it kind of expects to be a single line. I'm going to get this thing here and place it on the website. You can leave that blank if you want, but I find this useful. So if I have a question, I can come here and see what's this site and go there and read up on it. Okay, so now we have the file created. We are gonna start this again. And again, I'll be right back. All right. This time, remote switch has been loaded. So we are going to jump right in. I do not know if the STX part has worked or not. We'll have to try and see. All right, everything loaded, no errors. Doesn't mean that's gonna work. So it's almost 2 p.m. and I have a stuff to do. I have to get Molotovs. I have to make spikes or biped wire to protect the entry stairs. I want to funnel zombies there. Replace weak walls with reinforced concrete. Place generator switch wire. Place generator and switch. Wire the blade trap and craft 762 ammo. We are going to start with the 762 because I don't think I have enough. So I'm gonna get this and this and this. And I wish I had more bullet tips, but this is going to get me over 1,000. I have to get the Molotovs. They're still crafting here. But I have this other one here. Recipes. So to craft this 762, I need science. Yes, science. Now, I don't have any points at the moment, but I think I have 2 or 3 magazines. I have 1 magazine. That's a problem. Because if I want something of a higher tier later, I won't be able to read the magazine. So I have to defer this. Now let's see the switch. I'm gonna take a wire relay. I'm gonna take a motion sensor. I'm gonna take a switch. I need 2 switches actually. And a generator bank. A single generator will do. But as you can see, I have an abundance of generators. Might as well use them. If I could go with just battery banks. Save the noise. Okay. Maybe get a little bit more of this. And I also need to make the barbed wire. So I'm gonna make some of these. Let's do 20 of these. I think I'm also going to make spikes. Here. Let's make 40. If I have extra, I have extra. Got this. Okay, so ammunition, no good. Now I do also need to, oops, to craft the remote switch, remote switch 2, all electrical parts. That can be crafted in your own inventory. I'll personally place it on a bench, but so it's one of these and one of these. Cancel that last one. Yeah, it almost destroyed my range full of mods. You shouldn't do that. Do I have no extra ranges? I find that so unlikely. Then again, once I've crafted the, well, craft this. It's already on the spikes. So the spikes, the switch tool, and okay. Let's start on this side. Well, about to get experience, then I can craft the ammunition. Because of you, I lost my thing there. There. Yeah, now I can craft the ammunition. So the entrance is here. Let's break stuff down here really quickly. Oh, not this one. Okay, that's kind of okay. So the idea is that the entrance to these stairs will be protected. It does not prevent zombies from coming here. Okay. And I think I want, yeah, I want to break more stuff. Oh, let's go over this. Come on, hit the thing. This side things are fine. So put that back. This was up here. Oh, this wasn't where the shovel is. Why can't this just have a nice intuition? I did not want to place stupid grass. I think I can maybe add I cannot make 200. I can make 100. It's not a problem. So what I was thinking of was perhaps making a wall around the ladder entrance to the ditch. One. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could make this, and it's 5, which means this will go like this. I'll add a porch cliff here. The problem is I don't know if the zombies might not consider that too much and then just give up and go elsewhere. It's a danger. So we can run around faster. Oh, I have some yucca. Excellent. Report list takes mechanical parts. The remote switch tool doesn't have an icon, it's irritating. And cobblestone rocks. That concrete should really be on the... should be on the other one. Oh, I forgot to get the ammunition stuff. So get all the gunpowder because I don't know how much I'm gonna need for it. Ah, and I'm full. Drop this and paper I don't need. So again, get this and this. Okay. I have to get this. I have enough. I don't have enough forged iron of all things. So I'm gonna craft this one. Munitions crafting. Oh, I did not get enough casing. Okay. Get the casing. Keep the switch too. I don't understand how that happened. Yeah, this is 10 minutes. It's not going to be ready, which is a good thing because I don't think if I close that, I don't think the zombies will go for that place. Okay. That's all the ammunition. Some gunpowder left. Yeah, I use most of the gunpowder. I use all the bullet tips. That's good. Let's make the generator here. I think I'm gonna place the generator on this side. Place it here, for example. Place the engines. Refuel it. Okay, turn on, and I forgot to get the thing. Place a switch here. A motion sensor. Motion sensor is tricky. Maybe the motion sensor goes there. I ought to be able to get this. Oh, I placed the remote switch here by mistake. So I have to make another one. Yeah, I'm gonna place this further up. One electrical port, one. Yeah, that thing is just gotta go higher. One electrical port and one switch. Remote switch. Craft the remote switch. Drop the mechanical parts, the springs. skip the wire relay. I might still need it. And I think I'm going to place a second layer here. But I don't want them getting on top of these things. Okay. Remote switch. Oh, I forgot. Ah, the wire tool. Almost 6 p.m. Get the wire tool. Before I use the wire tool, I have to place the remote switch. So I want to place a remote switch here. And this remote switch is supposed to control the thing down there. So first off, let's wire everything here. I'm going to make this I thought I was going to do a second hit. Okay. Motion sensor. Yeah, you see, it's not gonna see the zombies here. So, yeah, that's tricky because the stairs are getting in the way. That's the best position for it. It's just going to get in the way of me getting there. So the switch is going to this side. Yeah, like this. There. Now I need the remote switch tool. Is that another screamer? It is. Not dead. Now I think the order is this one first. So got switch location, or maybe can either direction. Okay, so this switch is on. Okay, now it's off. I cannot be seen through here. There, off. All right, that's done. That is done. Oh shit. No sense in leaving concrete blocks as concrete when they can easily be reinforced with concrete. Now, my main problem is here, all these other blocks. Don't need the remote switch anymore. Oh man, so many blocks here. I want at least one layer of reinforced concrete so that increase their preference for the door. Why is this block blocked? It's the safe. The safe is inside. the safe block is extending. In this direction. Zombies like corners for some reason. I don't like them liking corners. And then, yeah. So I need to get my weapons, but the blade trap is wired. Okay, and everything on this side is... Oh, this is still not... Well, one thing I thought of doing is... close this. Oh, I need to close inside as well the portcullis. Portcullis, I don't know how that's pronounced. I really ought to close that door. How did I miss that one? Multiple times I went through here. Do I have ground? I have ground, forest ground, craft. Then again, I really ought to place some cobblestone or something like that there instead. Well, it's crafted, it's filled. I need like 3-4 more. 1, 2, 3. There. So close this one. Close this one. Close this. Close this. Close this guy. Get ammunition. This is ready. What time is it? There is time. missed the spikes and I missed the other one. So the way I figure it, either they go through, they try to get here, or they don't go here at all. So this is the idea. I'm gonna leave this open, which sounds silly, but if they destroy the stairs, I don't care. Screw them. Alright. Remove this here, leave the machete. Hunting rifle, shotgun. Let's drop the tools. Fire axe. Oh, I have the grass cutter on me. Okay, where this one? Gonna use that. Where to? Maybe keep that on myself. Cobblestones, I doubt it. Yeah, emergency. Fort bites, yes. Recog, yes. Okay. This ammunition I do not need. The remote switch 2 can go here. Clay can go to hell. Gas can, gas, don't really need it. I do have Molotovs, I do have pipe bombs. Iron arrows, no. Well, too late. What I need to do right now is find the guns. Find the AK. Find the marksman rifle. Find the zombies. Ah, come on, not there. Damn you, zombies. You're not supposed to go that way. Okay, it's on. Come on. Yeah, I'm going to use something different. Yeah. The problem is that I really don't have visibility here. Come on! These hitboxes are stupid. They're going for the weak walls. Where are they? The walls are too much for them. What the hell did they do with these drop boxes for them to be so screwed? Okay, I'm so screwed up now. Oh, planet. You're not acting like you're supposed to, zombies. You're not supposed to go for there. Oh, they're doing the window thing. Right now, I'm gonna place the fort bites, which I might need. Where do they go now? Like that below here. Going for the door finally. Oh, they are finally at the door. Quality is going down on this thing. target. Oh, we found somewhere else to be. Well, now what? Everything here is fine, so I don't understand why they don't come through here. They're attacking the thing from below. On the other hand, I don't think there are that many zombies left. All right. I need to break the stuff here. So they broke some spikes here and here and here. A few others here. Let's see this. Yeah, this is the window thing they do. doors are too much for them. Maybe I should leave the drawbridge down and let them come here, because that will funnel them on top of the drawbridge. And I can maybe install the drawbridge mod, and so I have two entrances, and if they get through the portcullis on one side, then I close that drawbridge, open on the other side. That might be something to try out. Oh, what the hell? Leave it on. If a zombie comes here, if the screamers come here, interfere with my peaceful night. Yeah, they really broke. Instead of going through the stairs. Really didn't like those stairs. Okay, some zombies came through here. No zombies came through here. Let me break this one as well. And I can make parts particulars probably. They are not part of the ported doors mod, but I think any door can be turned into a ported door. And particulars are doors. What about here? Yeah, they did that thing here as well. So... yeah, this is one problem. I bet they do not come through here because it's not. But then again... they have two options. They can... so 2 blocks here, but it should... oh, 3 dip. Yeah. Don't think this is high enough for them to want to go through this ladder, because they can come here after destroying this block and attack this the same way. And then this door is not at the level that they want. I think I'll have to use the Guppy Core's drawbridges. Is this intact? Yes, it is. So I have to use Guppy Core's drawbridge, because then it can sit at the one level higher. And that should work better with the zombies coming through the sides. Or I use a powered drawbridge and use the drawbridge to concentrate them. Though that's not really what I want to do in terms of design philosophy. Might try to do both. I think I'm gonna keep the fort bites on me, because if I go do questing on places like the apartment building, well, any place really. Nowadays, any place. Bullet casing. Dropped marksman rifle, assault rifle. Let's repair this one. Arrow, scarfish, and chowder. That. Drink 140. Food goes up to 160. Oh, drink is way lower than it's supposed to be. Okay. I did use a lot of Molotovs. How many levels did I gain? I don't know. I have only 1 point available, so I got 1 level and most of the way to the second one, so I really didn't get a lot of levels. Then again, I'm not sure how much XP total is. When I level up, I'm gonna check that. Ah, shit. Steel arrows. I can now sell this thing here. Flaming arrows is still blocked. I'm gonna need a lot more gunpowder to take advantage of that. Okay, not really in the need of any food right now. Drinks, probably yes. So the yucca juice, someone was telling this is really good. Well, it's 78 water plus stamina and cold resistance and max stamina and health. So yeah, smoothie. It's a pretty powerful combination, but you need the snowberry extract and you cannot plant snowberries in vanilla. So, but yeah, it's, I think on Ravenhurst, for example, I'll probably switch to that right away. It's much more effective. I don't want the feathers on me. I want the machete. So let's get my tools. Shovel, the grass cutter, no. These two go to the corn and the wrench. So I think I'm gonna keep that. Nothing else here. I do need to get the gas. I don't recall. Okay, goggles. The armor I took out on purpose, so I can move around faster. Yeah, we're definitely going into the power doors pretty soon, and I'll make recipes for the guppy course drawbridges. I think I'm gonna place one of each. One normal power drawbridge, one guppy core power drawbridge, and then find out which one works better for me. lots of damage there. Has stew on me. Let's get rid of it. Well, not get rid of it. Just... Ah, the feathers are still on me, damn it. Then I can cover this with a plate. But in this case, I think it's just better to use a hatch. This wood frame is holding it, but it's not very reliable. Can hold it. Right. The wall here is double, but this other one isn't. Maybe I should make the whole thing a double wall. Also, this damage here is cop explosions and my own Molotovs. Okay, this is minor damage. Yeah, on this side, not as many cops exploded. I think none of them exploded actually. So things are much more intact. All right. So good things and bad things. Good things and bad things. I made everything I wanted to do and the zombies ignored everything. I mean, they falling on the mold. I wasn't really expecting them not to fall in the moat. The moat is pretty low. They don't like to fall on places, but they will. The moat is not deep enough for them, but it's fine. Um, but I expected them to go for the doors. That they did not do. Um, it's inconvenient. Okay, let me get the thing again and drop everything. Everything. Drop the feathers. Okay, Santa hat. Stay here for now. Nail gun. Wire 2 and nail gun. Here. Takes the range. Rebar frames. I do not know what the repair kits are doing there. You know, the first aid kit is nice, but it has a huge problem. It stacks only to 5. And my main problem is bleeding. It's not recovering health. So it's just not as useful to me as it might have been otherwise. It's inconvenient. Okay, I do want oil shale. I do want oil shale. What else? Should probably place the glass in one of these forges. Maybe add some iron to the other. Drinks. Water is okay. Food is okay. Health and stamina. Not a lot of repair kits. Nothing crafting any of these cement mixer. I should keep like 2 cement mixers here and 2 here in the corner. Maybe. Damage here? Oh, the wall outside. Okay. Move things down here. Makes it easier to pick them later. Alright. That was the Horde Night. It was pretty much a melee based Horde Night. Zombies attacking the walls. They're not poles, but otherwise everything's the same. And they could not get through at all. I really wanted them to at least get inside here. At least get inside here so I could throw Molotovs while they were concentrated. Yeah. They never attacked this side. That's important. That's important. There is no ladder from the ground here up, and that may have played a big part. But Yeah, that's one of the fundamental things I wanted to plan there. And all these defenses here, you saw how I had to go down here to use this um, to be here and fighting them. And as I said, I want this all to go all the way up. And if that were already that way, I would never need to go down here. Uh, the the Molotov throwing spaces here, they do work, but they are so finicky that I'm gonna replace them. I'm gonna go for a different design. The fact that I cannot throw a Molotov here on top through the top of these iron bars, that is bullshit. That is total bullshit. And well, I really couldn't test a lot because they stayed around this base the whole time, never got inside. Oh, what a difference. When they accumulated here, they went through this door so fast. But these walls, you know what's wrong. I mean, this wall and the reinforced concrete have about the same amount of hit points. So considering the number of blocks they actually destroyed, they could have gone through a lot of doors like this one behind me. Um, but they have this bugged AI that wants to hit every other block. Like they say, I'm going to go through this wall, and then they do a lot of damage to that wall, and then they give up. Um, I'm thinking of making these double walls, see if that's gonna help. The problem is I cannot do a double wall here without either taking some, no, I cannot take space here because the blade trap requires it. So I'll have to double it here. And that means also extending the moat one block to the side, which is not a big deal. Um, that's fine. That's fine. 1, 2, 3. The moat, it even says to be wider than it needed to be here. It's funny. It's really funny. So 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. It should be 3 blocks. It's 3 blocks across here, I think. Might be shorter. 1, 2, no, that's 2 blocks. But how wide is this one? 1, 2. Yeah, so that side, the moat on this side is much wider than it really needed to be. I don't understand how that happened. I really don't. Because I was doing the diagonal thing. So I can easily double this wall and place a walkway there. And this side is still, the moat on this side is still going to be wider than on other sides. All right. So next steps, besides the whole thing about power doors, drawbridges, etc., is to actually work on the walls. I'll have to come up with a new design. I like this design. I want to preserve a lot of it, but I need the matriculations to be usable to throw Molotovs. So it needs to be different. And I also think that it's not out enough. I think it has to be at least one walkway plus a wall out from the wall. Um, and I'm gonna have tower, so going all the way, um, starting from the ground and going all the way up instead of turrets, which is just on top like that. And then there is the centerpiece, those wood frames there. That's where my keep is going to come out from. And that's the design I want to work on. But that's going to be another episode. This is all for today. I hope you enjoyed and thank you for watching.